Hello, hope you guys are all having a good one. I'm just going to be creating a pretty quick video today, just talking about, I guess, the future of JanagFX, or not the distant future, really, but just, next week, really. Ultimately, we're going over, really, Elemental Week, which is a awesome little thing that'll be JanagFX related. Yep. And so as we can see here, starting July the 22nd, obviously 2024, there's going to be Elemental Week starting, which is going to be super, super awesome. And I can just shove on to the Discord. So for anybody who's not, if you're part of the Discord, right, you probably already know a decent bit about this. If you are a, great big fan of Jenga stuff, you possibly already know about this. But for those of you who may be a little bit out of the loop or not too, trying to dive too much into what's happening around all that sort of stuff, this will be pretty interesting. So there's going to be Elemental Week, really, something that they've been working on for quite a while now. I mean, ultimately, for this whole, half year, really, there hasn't been... They've released, obviously, Liquid Gen and some updates for Ember and GeoGen, but there's, for those of you who haven't noticed, there's been a little bit slower towards, updates and stuff like that, what's happening. And this is obviously just trying to be building up, making some, massive releases with updates and so forth. Being accumulated for now, really. So they're going to be releasing some new updates, effectively. There's also going to be something really awesome, a short film. Super looking forward to that. So for anybody interested in a teaser for this short film, go check out Gumber the Fox. I'm obviously not going to play it on here because, I think all views should go towards Jenga, and they're doing a bunch of work, put towards this. So go check this out. It's been out for a couple of days, so you guys might have seen this already, but it's on their main channel. But otherwise, I'll link that actually in description now that I remember. As well as that, they've got a bunch of big updates. So Monday, July 22nd. So this is the next Monday, the upcoming one. There's going to be they usually do Q2, Q4 live streams, but this one must have been delayed just so they can get some final perfection touches up to everything. And so that's going to be happening, I guess, end of this month in a couple of days, really. And so there's going to be updates on all products, huge announcements, Ember or Django related, business status and future plans, which I like listening to, seeing what they have planned and how everything's kind of going. Hoping that everything's going great for them and that they're getting some great coverage. And finally discussions on how they made their short film, which I can't wait to see. There's going to be a new website launch, which I believe, I think I've done a bit of a talk about this in a not too long ago video, but thought, now that I have definite information here, I can cover it. So new website launch. Looking forward to see what this will entail, because I don't think this is even... I really like their current website. Not to say that obviously they can't improve it, but I really like their current one. I think it's better than a lot of websites I see normally. So considering they're launching a new one, I'm down to see where that's kind of heading, because if I already liking their current one and they're thinking about fully overhauling their website, it must be pretty sick looking. So looking forward to seeing that, what that entails. Maybe some things might be maybe easily accessible, and might open up some things when it comes to custom, the whole customer related stuff. Maybe they might be hosting more stuff onto that, I guess. There'll also be obviously the short film released there, Master of the Elements. Heavily looking forward to that. I don't know. That's going to be really awesome. I don't think this will probably be... I've seen a couple people do something combining all of the software. And I believe... I'm not going to find it on this video, but there's a couple people, so shout out anybody that's been using all the software. I've seen a couple people, combine it for one big thing. I saw something recently. I could probably find it in GeoGen showcase. Yeah, 3D Fanatic. Sorry. I remember he did something awesome for this. So feel free to check that out if you're interested in some other stuff relating to all this software combined. But they're doing a great short film, and check out that Gumbert the Frog. Because that's going to give us a little short look into the quality of what we can be expecting for the short film. And I can tell you now, personally, I think it's a lot more than I would expect. So that's really awesome. LiquidGen Alpha is publicly released. That means that everybody can access it. So those of you who have maybe seen maybe my little bit of coverage I've done of LiquidGen, or you're excited and want to check it out, you'll be able to publicly test that now, trial it. I believe it'll probably be the same as what they have been doing. So you get 14 days, you can export, yada yada. You got full control. After that, you can't export, but you have full control over the program, which is awesome. Imogen 1.2. So for those of you who aren't aware, that's going to include moving bounding boxes. I'm not too sure. There may or may not be other things included in this, but I do know that moving bounding boxes was the big key thing that they've been working on. And then lastly, we got GeoGen Beta releasing, and this, from what I know of at the moment, there's going to be splines added, which I've covered over in a couple other videos, as well as something that I haven't mentioned, but I believe is fully public now. The old what's it called? Subgraphs. So I'm super hyped for this. I haven't really talked about this, I don't think, at all. But they're adding subgraphs, and so that's going to be, I think Nick posted something. Nick Sievert, posted something about that on Twitter. So go check that out if you're interested. Go check out his Twitter account, and he'll have it as a reply or something. And that's just going to be amazing for organization reasons. That's effectively you have like this little graph. It's sort of like not the same in terms of functionality, but it's like your SOP, all those sorts of things. Like your SOP nodes and stuff like that in Houdini, or the same as like kind of Gaia, and how you got those like sub graphs, I guess, in Gaia. It's effectively that, where you just got like this one node, and you can double click into the node, and then that brings you in. And so, for example, you can have it's not something from what I've seen that like completely changes the game really, but in the terms of making things clean and easy to read and understand, and those sorts of things, I do understand that that's going to be amazing. So it just means that you can have like a node that's got all your, I guess, rock patterns in there. You can have like one node that holds all your texturing. You can have a node for like the terrain itself, and you can just subset things into their own things, and that can just make it easier. Instead of having if you've seen some of my videos, it's got like nodes flung everywhere, you know what I mean? You can always frame it and whatnot, but sometimes, you're just like, oh, these, textures I'm having to constantly link and pull back and drag everywhere, now you can just like keep it into one node, and it'll be super organized. So that's going to be awesome. And then, Tuesday, there'll be a LiquidGen update live stream. So they'll be talking about the new features of the of LiquidGen, of course. And then Wednesday will be GeoGen and Embergen. This is what we're aware of. There may or may not be. Considering it's Elemental Week, there may be more days included. So maybe there might be a Thursday, Friday. They might talk about. They might, do like, I think I mentioned in a last video. Maybe they could do something like a challenge or something, or maybe there might just be something. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing. And hey, don't get your hopes up for anything. But they're still open for other things happening later in the week. They might do like a don't know, a working together stream, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. They've done things like that in the past, so there's possibility for things as well. But this is super awesome. There's a massive update for pretty much everything that they have. Well, yeah, literally everything. And there's going to be some great stuff. If for anybody interested, you can access the I guess the live stream in preparation, notifications on. So check this out. Obviously, unfortunately, I've never really made it to any of their videos, live streams, which is kind of really sad. As as much as I love JanagFX stuff, 4 AM's not happening, especially when it's like school week and shit. And I've got, games that I'm making. I got a game due next week. We've got like 1 week to make a game, so I'm just been grinding off some stuff. So yeah, super hyped. I'll try to make some videos and tutorials for pretty much everything new that they're adding in relation to this. I'll try to cover everything, so Ember Gen, Liquid Gen, GeoGen, some use cases for these new things. I'm not too sure if I'll do a full coverage video of just all the new updates, or whether I talk about exclusively just Ember Gen video, just Liquid Gen video, just GeoGen. I think that'll depend on things. I am going to be very busy, so I'm not too sure. This, expect this to be not this upcoming weekend, because obviously it won't be released by then, but it might be next weekend, the following weekend, really. I might be able to get something off in the middle of the week, but as I briefly mentioned, we've got some prototype for a game that needs done within a week. We've got a week to work on that, and so that one is going to be a lot of my time, effectively. So, and I think I got full classes those days, really. So if I can find a spare hour or so, I might record something. If I can spend maybe an hour trying to figure out what's going on, how to work everything, and how to best utilize it and turn into some educational content, really, there. But anyway, hope you guys have a good one. Hopefully this video was at least you learned something about it. If not, thank you for watching anyway. But for everybody, of course, thank you for watching. Heavily looking forward to this. Go check it all out. And I guess immerse yourself in all this new content, because it's going to be massive and pretty awesome. And hopefully there's a lot of great stuff, coming for the future of JanagFX. So awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye-bye.